But as you tell me, in your heart, you picking one thing. In your brain, you picking another.
So which is this for you?
Both. My brain and my heart, I think that the Buffalo Bills will win this football game because at home, they're a better football team than you are on the road. Let's face it. I mean, think about it, Skip. You scream and holler about the average that you score on at home, 40 points. Wow, we're the #1 scoring team in the NFL.
It's sort of like 40-20 over the last 15 home games.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And guess what, though? On the road, you're only putting up 24 points. I'm just going to cut it right down the middle. That's half. I'm cutting it right down the middle. I understand it's not quite half, but I'm going to give it half, whether you want to or not. That's a lot of points. And then in terms of the turnover differential, your turnovers at home, big time. On the road, not so good. This says something to me. You got 3 losses. Guess where those 3 losses are at? On the road, okay? Obviously, we know about Arizona. Diggs was hurt. Oh, my God, we got to react a certain way. He plays offense for us, but I thought he played corner. You lose to Arizona. Then you go to San Francisco. You know what that's about, the 42
And
points.
all those stats you just tossed out got skewed at San Francisco, right? Everything went wrong. 42-10 with 3 Dak interceptions.
A lot of things go wrong, according to Brandon Staley, for coaches in the NFL, but we'll talk about that later on.
Yes, we will.
And then you talk about Philadelphia, you lose to them. So now you're going up against a team in Buffalo, 2 games behind Miami, have already beaten Miami, still eye on the prize to win the division with Miami kind of, you know, what happened to them this past week.
Yep.
And they're looking at that saying, well, we have an opportunity to close this gap, and we see Miami again. And Miami got Dallas, and maybe Miami got Baltimore. So let's just assume that the Miami Dolphins lose to the Cowboys and the Baltimore Ravens. Buffalo is sitting right there saying we can still win our division.
Sure.
This is what they're saying the night in the hotel on Saturday night.
Absolutely.
We have an opportunity to take care of a red-hot team in Dallas and still keep our goals ahead of us, which is winning the division and putting ourselves in a position that nobody wants to see. Because if we get in the playoffs, we're going to be dangerous.
Yep.
So that's all the conversation I have for you about the Bills versus the Cowboys, with the Bills taking down the Cowboys.
Okay, and your score is?
I didn't really think about a score, but I want to say, in the end, probably going to go 31-24.
Okay.
31-24.
All right. Buffalo.
Because that's all you really, you only scoring 24 points on the road. So I'm giving you that. I'm giving you your average.
Okay. Our defense is going to give up 31, Michael.
Yes.
31.
Well, they gave up 42, okay, on the road. What did Philly beat you by?
28-23.
They gave up 28.
They did.
Okay?
Yeah.
And then I don't remember what the Arizona score was, but I know they beat you. And they probably it was probably 20 plus 24 on that one, too.
And Jalen Hurts just managed
28-16.
Yeah.
Okay.
So all 3 teams,
all right, 28-20.
all 3 teams eclipse.
Yeah. Okay. And, well, go ahead, Michael. I'm going to save all my stuff.
Right. And there's something to Dallas going to Buffalo that concerns me. And it has nothing to do with that Google gobble gibble you just gave us.
That was a lot of Google gobble gibble.
Google gobble gibble you just gave us. The only thing that concerns me here is really yesterday coming with today as they try to run towards their tomorrow. Now, right now, Buffalo is saying, Buffalo, the team in the city, is saying we're not having the season we expected to have. Things haven't gone like we wanted them to go. So now here comes the Dallas Cowboys, riding high and hot.
Big bad Dallas.
That can fix all of our issues this year right now. Let me tell you why. Buffalo's never won a Super Bowl. The last time they got there, I was on that team. We beat them badly. So they're still dealing with the pain of 92 and 93. Them rings, Buffalo, they are in my safe. You'll never see them. You can't get them. They're gone. in my safe. You can let that go. But
Touche.
they're still dealing with that. So now here comes the Buffalo Bills. They get an opportunity to fix yesterday. It's like Christmas since we got it coming up. You're going to fix the ghost of past, the Christmas past, the ghost of now, and the ghost of tomorrow. You're going to fix it all with this game. So you're going to show up and play so hard against the Dallas Cowboys. And this is what the Dallas Cowboys have to
What
work
year was that Super Bowl, Mike?
That was 92, way back in 92, 93. That was, but you got to remember the pain. This was 4 years in a row.
No,
4 years in a row they got to the mountaintop. In the last two, we slapped them back off. Get back off this mountain. Get off this mountain. And slapped them back down. So they're going to come play. They'll come play hard with this game.
No, I was just the reason.
And the fans going to be going crazy, Skip, because they want to beat these Cowboys.
I was just, the reason I was counting, I was just thinking in my mind how many active players for the Buffalo Bills would even remember, would even remember the Rose Bowl in Whitney Houston and all Michael Jackson and whoever was singing at that time.
Rivalries.
Again, Michael,
rivalries live past. All them people, all them kids that play on USC right now, there's a whole lot of things they weren't born when it went down, but they know about it because everybody speaks about it all the time when they walk in those circles and walk around.
The oldest guy on
so
the
they
team
better be ready.
The oldest guy, it's got to be Von Miller.
Yeah, I do. But
Von Miller wasn't walking yet.
So wait. Are you trying to tell me that these players don't know that they went to 4 straight Super Bowls and then lost them all? That they lost the last 2 to the Dallas Cowboys? Are you telling me that these players don't know this stuff? They absolutely know this, and this will play into this game.
They certainly know it, but they're not tying them winning a game because it's the Dallas Cowboys, the 4 Super Bowl losses. Stop it, Michael. You want to weave it together to make it sound cute.
When your season is going badly like this, it's not like you want it. The way you can fix it is say, Mama, I know things ain't go good, but we beat them. We beat them. At least we beat them.
Crazy.
We redeemed the old history. We took out the Dallas Cowboys.
So Bruce Smith, Andre Reed, Thurman Thomas,
all I'm saying,
all them and Jim Kelly, they sit in the locker room saying, we need you. We need you to get to the Cowboys because they beat us in the Super Bowl.
Well, I'm glad you brought them up because I bet you they'll be all on the sideline tonight. I bet you on Sunday they'll be all on the sideline trying to bring up the ghosts. See, so if they're not, they'll all be on the sideline. And then the fans, the energy from the fans is what's going to lift the players.
Michael,
I'm just making sure that the Cowboys are ready for it.
Just like you are on the sidelines or in the stands screaming and hollering like you ain't got no sense, Skip, they're going to be there. That's what they do. They're alums, Hall of Fame alums. They're going to be there to support the team.
But they're trying to draw on the energy for the present team. That's all I'm trying to say. Key, are you trying to deny that that's a reality?
They don't care about the past, man. These dudes care about right now.
And they're trying to use the past.
Super Bowl in the regular season has nothing in the college.
I'm with you, they care about right now. But what I'm saying, Key, is all they've heard about is what the Cowboys have done to them, and now they see where the Cowboys are. The Cowboys have knocked us off. Let's return the favor and knock them off. I'm just saying the Cowboys have to be ready for that kind of intensity when they hit the football field. That's why we talk about rivalries. It's beyond your life. It's the whole rivalry.
When was that Super Bowl? I'm going to ask you one more time. What year?
Well, there were 2 in a row.
No, I'm talking about the one that the Cowboys, the last one.
4 years.
The last one when Michael Irvin spun out of it and scored the touchdown, he jumped in. When was that one?
You mean the last Super Bowl?
The one that they beat? No, they beat Buffalo.
93. It was the early 94.
There was only 13 players that was born on that team during that time.
Okay.
I ain't worried about all that. Go ahead, Skip.
All right. I'm going to give Buffalo one small advantage here. Speaking of those ex-stars and alums, I don't think they'll be on the sideline. If they're at the stadium, they're going to be up in the boxes because...
Well, during the game, they'll be in the box. Pre-game sideline.
It's going to rain. And I think it's going to rain pretty hard, and I think it's going to rain the whole game. It's not going to be cold, no snow. There might be a few wind gusts because that can be a wind tunnel up there, as you guys know.
A dome team going on the road with chilly weather.
I heard it was supposed to rain prior to the game.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's all.
You hoping it rained prior to the game? That's what you hoping.
I hope that it stops, but I don't think it will from the forecast I am reading. Okay, so it might keep the score lower than the score you picked. You might be a little high at 31-24 because I'm not sure either team will be able to score like that on each other.
I win 30-35, Skip. I'm thinking it's going to be...
Buffalo is used to playing in this environment.
They are. I will give you that. But now, here's the point. I'm going to say the very same thing I said before last week's Philadelphia game. Dallas is just better than Buffalo in every way, shape, and form. If you want to give me Josh Allen will make more spectacular plays than Dak Prescott, maybe in the rain and the wind, I'll give you that much. But otherwise, top to bottom, we are just better than them.
Okay.
This should not be a 1.5 Buffalo favored game. Dallas should be favored by 3 or 4 points.
I told you that the other day. Dallas is a better team.
All right.
The problem, Skip, is you're going on the road.
I understand.
Oh,
okay.
God.
But I still believe that America is sleeping on America's team because of these false narratives out there. The big one this week is this team isn't nearly as good on the road as it is at home.
So how is that false?
Disagree.
How is that false, Coach?
I'm going to throw this back later on today, too.
Okay. We're going to get deeper into it, but I will submit this to you. You underrate, you try to discount and discredit this, but on opening night, when the New York Football Giants were full strength at their place, these are arch division rivals, as this man will attest. We went up to their place and absolutely destroyed them 40-0. It's hard to do against your arch rival when they are at full strength. They got Danny Dimes and they got Saquon. They're all good. And we went in there and devastated them and blew them off their own turf in their building on opening night on Sunday Night Football. It's just hard to do. You should have sat back at that point and said, oh, my God.
Right.
How could I sit back at that point when I'm looking at the dang game, Skip?
And what are you seeing? You're seeing firepower everywhere.
Respectfully, this is why I say you're delusional. Because you act like you didn't see a sorry team.
I did not see a sorry. I saw a team that had won a playoff game the year before. Won a playoff game at Minnesota.
Let me ask you this, which I know you did, but I'll ask you anyway. Did you see the game last night?
Sure I did. Okay. But again, did the Chargers have their starting quarterback?
That's not,
okay. But
doesn't matter.
I'm just saying.
They had their defense, they had their head coach.
We're deep in the season with the head coach. They all won gone and they just quit.
The reason I asked you that is because y'all played them on the road and you won by 3. And this man sitting to my left, 3-time Super Bowl Hall of Famer, gold jacket Michael Irvin, celebrated in the box as if they clinched the NFC title because...
I will remind you, the Chargers this year have lost 5 games by 3 points or fewer.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, but that was another one of those close games. They play everybody close until they quit last night, and they quit. So now, the other narrative that's still out there is, here we go, they're going on the road, and what do the Cowboys historically do for the last 28 years? They fall on their face mask. At this time of year, they get exposed as playoff frauds, and it's right on time. And so a lot of Cowboy haters, I'm not saying you're a hater, I'm kidding you about that, but you hate you hate our rah-rah over here.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, okay, I get
throw
that.
up in my mouth every time y'all talk about it.
I understand.
Pretty fun,
but here's the point. Right here, right now, my offense is #1 in scoring in the National Football League, even above the Miami Dolphins offense. My offense is leading by far in time per possession because we are a 75-yard, 12-play machine right now. It's just game after game. You can just book it. We're going to go 75-12, 75. It's hard to go 75-12 because you cannot screw it up. You cannot make mistakes. You have to keep converting on third downs. And meanwhile, over on the defensive side, we are #1 in the league in pressuring the quarterback. We are #1 in all of pro football in pass rush win rate. We win more than anybody does getting to the quarterback. They will get to Josh Allen on Sunday. I guarantee you, because it's just who we are and what we do.
You said y'all #1 in scoring, correct? I give you that. You are #1 in scoring. You scored 40 points on the New York Giants on the road. You've been on the road.
A lot of that came from the defense,
You've been on the road a couple times this year.
Yeah.
You failed to score 40 on the road outside of that one. You are going on the road, okay? Your average is 24. How do you get to 40?
Well,
no, they ain't no. None of that. I'm just asking.
Let's get this. Because Coach Kip dove into the wins on the road. And let me dive into these losses on the road, because that's what you're hanging your hat on. And Skip just talked about how you keep moving the goalposts back.
How am I moving the goalposts?
Moving the goalposts back. Now,
Your three losses, Michael, are on the damn road.
Right, and two of those losses were against two of the best teams in the National Football League. I'm not talking about two of the best teams in a division. I'm not talking about two of the best teams in a conference. I'm talking about two of the best teams in a wait. Now, let me talk. You're best in the national, but you're about to, and I can feel it. Two teams in the National Football League. And the last team they lost to on the road, it was just a gotta stay in bounds, Dak. So this narrative that they cannot play on the road and that they're garbage on the road, it's just a false narrative. I'll give you the Arizona game. But those other two teams, those other two teams, that will serve well. Those were not the San Francisco game. The last game was a close game. And if we had to go back on the road, now we got information about those games in that place. So I guess those will serve well. This is not a bad team on the road. They face the best teams on the road. That's it. That's it. And when we need to go back, they'll be ready to go back. You got to see it from that perspective.
I need an IV listening to you right now.
What do you mean?
You're
lost to Philadelphia.
You're telling me it's a narrative. You lost 3 games this year, and all of them are on the road. How is that a narrative? How is that false?
No. We lost 3 games on the road. But saying we're a horrible team on the road is a false narrative, because you played 2 of the best teams in the National Football League. Come on, guys. You got to say.
Okay,
no, wait. You can't come at me You can't come at me saying we only played no team over 500. You're going to use it on that side, and you hold it up, and it's a statue on this side. You didn't play anybody over 500. And then when we play the best 2 teams, you don't give any credit to what they are.
So now...
That's all I'm saying.
You're measuring yourself...
No, I'm just...
You're measuring the Dallas Cowboys against Philadelphia and the 49ers. So you're saying they the 2 best teams, 2 of the best teams.
We played on the road.
2 of the best teams.
No, 2 of the best teams in the league.
In the league. So you getting ready to sit here and tell me
that's not true, right?
That Buffalo is not a good team at home then? Is that what you're going to tell me?
I ain't telling you.
I did watch them lose.
2 of the best teams in the National Football League.
Didn't they lose to the Denver Broncos at home?
Yeah,
but that
didn't count.
No, it counts, but Denver's on the road right now. They done won 6 in a row, Skip.
All right, so one other little stat for you, little fact.
Y'all so crazy, man.
Would you believe that Micah Parsons, as we speak, is now the leader in Las Vegas? He is the odds-on favorite to win Defensive Player of the Year. He's #1 on that list. So we got that going for us.
I don't even know what that means.
Okay. What do you mean you don't know what it means?
I don't know what it means, because he hasn't played like the defensive player to me.
All right, well, he is. Year. Speaking of defense, the Buffalo defense, going into this year, I would have given you the Buffalo defense, because their 4 best players going into the year were Matt Milano, Tre'Davious White, Von Miller, and Micah Hyde. Those are their 4 best players. And yet, Matt Milano is gone, and Tre'Davious White is gone, and Von Miller just doesn't look right to me. And Micah Hyde has not practiced all week because he had yet another neck stinger. And God bless him, I'm knocking on wood, because you know how that goes, man. I don't know.
Half of the 4 are there.
Okay, I'm just afraid he won't be able to go for their sake.
Okay.
Right.
So they're not what they were going into this year on defense. They are as gettable on defense as the Eagles were gettable. We will move the ball. Even if it's raining and windy, we will move the football.
See, that's them hoping and praying, Skip. I mean, that's what they're hoping and praying for.
I didn't ask for rain.
But you're hoping and praying for.
I didn't ask for it. I didn't sit up and pray to God to bring rain. I didn't do that.
And let me drop one last stat on you. You guys do know the 3 times this has happened where the offensive TD leader goes up against an offensive pass TD leader. And every time the pass TD leader, which is Dak Prescott at 28, Josh Allen is the offensive TD leader and with 35. The pass TD leader has won the last 3 times.
0 turnovers on the road.
I'm just
40 points at home, 24 on the road. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I'm just saying.
Show me.
Okay.
Show me. You will be shown.
And you're right. I'm saying that Buffalo is not one of the best teams in the NFL on the road. That's why this game will be different.
Show me.
You asked the question I want.
Just show me. I want you to show me. You can go into Orchard Park and you can win the game.
Yeah, you
okay?
no problem.
You showed me you could beat Philadelphia at home that was over 500. Now show me you can go on the damn road and beat a team that's over 500 that's at home.
And I
want you to show me.
We would like you to show us that you are man enough to show up on Monday after Dallas wins at Buffalo. That's all we care about.
Why wouldn't I show up, Skip?
Well, this might be the toughest pill to swallow, this one.
No, he'll just move the goalpost.
Just keep moving.
Now I'm moving the goalpost.
He'll just say, hey, boy, Miami next week.
Miami
next week, gonna move the goalpost right back.
That's a good point. That's true. You just gave him his way out.
I know.
All right, up next, we have got to talk about what happened last night. We're about to talk about why Brandon Staley should be fired and Antonio Pierce hired.
Man, don't be coming at halftime.
I just want to hear that.
I'm coming at halftime.
Right now, talking about Miami next week.
Thanks for watching, Undisputed fans. Do you want more highlights from the show? Make sure to click that subscribe button for all the exclusive content from Undisputed.